Hey folks, how's it going? Welcome back from April break. I hope it was a really restful break for you, and I hope that you really took the time to relax, kind of unwind, process what's been going on over the past few weeks, and really get ready to wrap up the year in a strong way. Um, Given the announcement about school, um, it really makes this final push, right? This is ordinarily the home stretch of the year, really kind of puts a new spin on it. And so we'll just keep doing our best and we'll press forward and hope that we can get as prepared as possible for next year. So we're picking back up with a little investigation on intercept form, right? We're looking at three forms of a quadratic function. And so what we're going to do today is we need to make a table and a graph for this function. Now this function appears on the practice sheet that we're doing in class for today's lesson. So what I want you to do is I want you to take a look. This is an intercept form. Now if you haven't done the video, I'm going to go ahead and link to that right now. So let's have that link come up. Okay, and make sure you've watched that and have the notes for that so you can understand what we're doing here. If not, make sure you've done that first. Okay, so go ahead, make a table and a graph, and when you're ready, unpause, and I'll show you how to solve. All right, and so as I say in the class notes and the class lesson for today, and every day really, I've been saying, feel free to use Desmos to assist you, but it is good to know what to plug in here. So here we're thinking about, right, I want a table of all the inputs and their outputs. And so what I essentially have here is these two things being multiplied together. So I'm going to start with 1 and -3. And the reason I'm choosing those is because I know that when I plug in 1, here I'll have 1 minus 1, which is 0. So I'll have 0 times something, so the output will be 0. If I plug in -3 here, -3 plus 3 is 0. So I've got 0 times something, which I know to be 0. Now what we want to do is we want to plug in numbers between the intercepts because generally those will be on the graph. One thing we discussed is how the vertex is right in the middle of the intercepts. So we could use that and we could plug in -1. When we plug in -1, we get -1 minus 1, which is -2, and then -1 plus 3, which is 2, and -2 times 2 is -4. Okay, then we use the symmetry. Then I plug in 0, and I know that's going to be the exact same as -2, because 0 and -2 are the same distance away from the x of the vertex. So I plug in 0, I get 0 minus 1 is -1, and then 0 times plus 3 rather is 3, and then -1 times 3 is -3, and then I use symmetry to get that the other side is going to be the same. Okay, and all I've got left to do is connect it and make my graph, and I'm good to go. Okay, so today again we're going to continue with our investigation into intercept form and how we graph it and analyze it and do that. And then, just keep an ear to the ground. We'll have our usual hangout on Thursday, and we'll continue to work at this stuff. And just stay tuned as we're really trying to work hard to make sure that we can get you in a good place for next year. All right, so thanks for watching. Hopefully you're able to get it right. Have a wonderful day. And remember, you can do it. All right, much thanks. I'll see you next time.